Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster, president of Alpena Community College. I'd like to share with you some of the results from last night's Board of Trustees meeting, our March board meeting. We film on Friday morning, and our board meetings are on Thursday evening. Let's get started. One of the first things I wanted to share with the board was what's called a congressionally directed spending award that came to ACC for student housing. Congressionally directed spending is also known as an earmark, and I'll just read a little bit of the background to you. Thanks to the support of U.S. Senator Gary Peters, ACC recently received a $1.75 million congressionally directed spending appropriation in the FY24 federal budget to add 32 more beds of on-campus student housing at ACC. The appropriation will run through the United States Department of Agriculture, Rural Development, Community Facilities account, and will require college compliance with all program stipulations mandated by that agency. In other words, we don't just get a $1.75 million check in the mail. We have to do what folks do who work with community facilities. So a detailed cost estimate for adding another 32 beds to the 64 beds ACC currently owns and manages is $4.7 million with a projected 10-month construction cycle. So, you know, if you begin to do the logic in your mind, being done for having this project complete in the fall of '24, when we haven't started yet, we don't fully have the money together yet, is impractical. That won't happen. Fall of '25 is also a pretty tight goal, deadline, but that is what we're working toward. We would love to have the additional 32 beds available for fall of '25. We've got some work to do to make that happen. College staff is actively seeking the remainder of the funding through a combination of state appropriation. We think there might be a possibility if we can work well in that environment to get what we have now a $2 million balance, or existing college resources. That is, we could either pull from our general fund or our maintenance replacement or borrow. And potential ACC Foundation fundraising support. So we have in hand $2.7 million with the earmark. The bill is $4.7. So we would like to, we're working toward finding that additional $2 million. But thanks again, we want to say to Senator Peters and his Northern Michigan representative, Kelly Lively. Many of you may have met Kelly. She's a wonderful person, a great advocate, and a great advocate for the senator. And we want to thank them both for their ongoing support of ACC. This is not the first time they've looked favorably upon the college, and they also they're very productive for the community. The CRTC, Senator Peters has been very beneficial, helpful, and on point with their needs and their vision for the future, and he's also very tuned into NOAA and what the Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary people are doing, as well as the college and others. So his advocacy, I would say, continues to make a difference for this region. So that was good news. We talked about housing quite a bit. A couple of things you might want to know. You know, our 64 beds that we have, they're full now. For commitments of students for fall of '24. So the semester that starts in August, the housing is already full. So, and that has been the case for really since we acquired the housing. And we hear that there are at least 80 additional students that would love to have housing if we had it. So an additional 32 beds seems like it's a fairly fail-safe expansion, not too much. What we want to avoid is overbuilding and having debt on facilities that are, that aren't full. So the opposite of that is what we're after. Adding facilities that we don't add debt to the college in any way, and having them fill. Housing is a revenue generator for the college. We are increasingly expanding athletics. Baseball in particular added a lot of out-of-district students, and they need a place to stay. Our UTT program pulls students from outside Alpena. They need a place to stay. And concrete and our other occupational programs, the same thing. And now we're seeing, because we do so much in dual enrollment in early middle college, in particular early middle college, those 13th year students that are essentially in the high school for their first year, and half in the high school, half with the college in their second year, they're with us pretty much full time, year 3. And they want a college experience in that year, and they want to be on campus. So if we have no place for them, that's bad for them. It's bad for the college, and it's bad for the community as well. It's a lost opportunity. So we feel pretty solid and confident that this is the right decision. The trustees, of course, are driving it. And so there'll be more about housing as the weeks go on, but the earmark coming through is a really, really big piece. And we're looking forward to getting started. We just need to raise some more money. So thank you, folks, for listening and watching Talk of the Town. And we'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your hosts Bradley Summers and Dr. Don McMaster. For a list of community events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at WBKB11.com and click on our community link. This has been a Queen Bee's Knees LLC production, a Morgan Murphy media company. All rights reserved.